What up, y'all? Happy Monday. I already got a large majority of things done for the day. Well, I wouldn't say so. I ain't record when I woke up this morning, but I did get to the gym, had a decent amount of things to do, just got through all our meetings. And I want to touch base on this whole market crash situation. I have a lot of people asking me about the tariffs, asking about this 25%, whatever, 30. I don't even know that. Honestly, really and truly, guys, I don't even know the numbers. But this emphasizes what I was telling you guys the other day when I was referring to operating subscription-based businesses for one, when I was referring to generating recurring revenue within your business. This is the reason why. And business is going in a different direction. So in this video, I'm going to be touching base on one, the market crash, because I got rinsed. I'm down I wish I could tell you guys how much. I have no idea what direction I think the market is going in. Genuinely, I'm not a market professional, so I don't really know. But I do think that based on where we're at right now, how much worse could it really get? How much worse could it really get? And that's kind of the mindset that I'm in. But for those of you that are into e-com, and this is not financial advice, but the way that business is going is that prices are going to be increasing regardless, around the board. Everything in e-com I've seen over the past 5 years, prices have kept increasing, especially on the manufacturing side. And because of this has put a lot of people out of business with a lot of the products that they were selling, because the market is not necessarily buying products for more money than what they were. The market is not, people, let's say consumers are not necessarily buying products for more money in comparison to back in the day, even with inflation, because a lot of other things came out like Temu and stuff like that. And people are starting to feel a lot more comfortable buying from these Chinese websites. Anyways, I need to have lunch real quick. I'm going to get some, I started yapping. I need to get some stuff in my system. We're going to go for a walk and we're going to touch base on some of this stuff in a second. Because you know, you guys know me, you know I love going for my walks and stuff. But yo. So, what we're touching base on, y'all, is currently, don't be a pussy. I think that's the best way to put this situation. Don't be a pussy, because the way things are going right now, market fear is at an all-time high, and people that are uninformed, uneducated, and afraid to make commitments are especially afraid to make commitments right now. So what that means is you have an advantage, because you knowing this information and knowing that a large majority of people will be in fear. And when a large majority of people are in fear, that's when it's time for you to be the odd one out and essentially make a difference. Right now, a lot of people are uninformed and inform themselves based on the news that they see on the internet. So if people are saying tariffs is killing dropshipping, well, what are you going to think? Tariffs are killing dropshipping. So because of that, it'll put you in a situation where if you actually do research and you look into ways that you could still monetize off of the certain tariffs in place and whatever, then you'll be able to make something of it. So for me, I'm coming on here and I'm telling you guys that the one way to create something that's sustainable right now in 2025, after all of this shit that's going on with Trump and all these issues that people are running into when it comes to dropshipping, is to create one, either a digital source of revenue, or two, subscription-based income. That is probably hands down, in my opinion, the best way to monetize in 2025 with your business, because you have no say in one, how high certain costs are going to go for certain things, how high product costs are going to get, what are you going to actually be able to sell products at. You have no say in if your product will be sustainable for the long term on social media. You have no say in a lot of these different things. And because of that, damn, it's windy outside. And because of that, geez, vibes. But because of that, you guys have to think from outside the box, bro. Be smart about it. Like, you're gonna sit here knowing that product costs are going through the roof, and then literally just try to go sell products online and think that you're gonna make a profit from it. Bro, we're literally in a time, bro, why am I out here fighting this fucking shit? We're literally in a time right now where, yeah, my bad, guys. I had to, I was fighting the wind, so I had to just come over here and like take a seat or something. So, point is, I'm saying that you guys have to do what a large majority of people aren't. The same way that we say in life, the average person goes to school and takes a certain path to success, and the average person does this, and that in order to reach, I guess, where they want to reach. Point being is, a large majority of people don't end up making millions in their lifetime. Why is that? Because they do what a large majority of people do. So because they're doing what the average person does, you're going to be an average person. So the average people right now that are afraid of investing, well, what's going to happen? Well, obviously you're not going to make money investing because you're afraid of investing. So you have to do what a large majority of people wouldn't. I think that's what I've learned on my journey, that in order for you to be the top 1%, well, why is that the top 1%? Because 99% of people don't do this, right? And if 99% of people don't do that, why would that 99% of people be successful? If that was the case and the goal was to be average, well, you're just going to want to do what the other 99% of people are doing, right? So all this to say that that's kind of the direction that I'm heading in when it comes to e-com is, one, I want to create a lot of things that are recurring based, because I don't like the idea of just making income upon one sale and that my income always relies on the next sale that I have coming in. I want to be able to create something sustainable and something that's going to cash flow day in and day out, no matter what my cost per acquisition is, no matter if I'm unprofitable on the front end, no matter if my ad account gets banned. And that's what's of importance to me. I need to know that I'm going to be able to create something that's going to give me some sort of foundation to always generate some sort of revenue. That's what's of importance. And I feel like more times people don't think about business from this perspective. But once you've made enough money in the industry, and once you start to understand that it's not that difficult to make money, what's hard is to create longevity. What's hard is to be able to do this, keep it, and have this be sustainable for an extended period of time. That's what's actually difficult in this industry. Most people think it's hard to get the cash. Bro, it's really easy to go out and sell a product for $30 and you might make a couple $1,000s off that one product. But it's really difficult to do that over and over and over again every single month, not based on the product, but just based on the business alone. Because there's market fluctuations. There's obviously different fees that come into place. Like, for example, Shopify was, I think it was like $29 a month when I started. Now it's like $39 a month, right? And obviously that's just a $10 difference, but think about a $10 difference on a month-to-month basis in every software. Why do you think software companies like Shopify are increasing their costs on stuff? Even if it's just $10, if you have 1 million users, well, increasing your cost on the front end by $10, that's an additional $10 million in recurring revenue. You know what I'm saying? And that's how people are creating sustainable businesses. Now, obviously, this is more so of a software as a service, but you really put things into perspective, and that's where a large majority of the big players are going. Lower your fees, lower your prices, but make it something recurring, right? Like if I was, I had this conversation with some hair lady a couple of weeks ago, and she was basically talking about, I don't fully remember what she was talking about. I think it was, honestly, I don't even remember what we were talking about, but let's just put this into perspective, right? If you want to have the same people coming over and over again, you have some people that wait 3 months or 6 months to have their hair done again. Well, if you offer them a monthly subscription, there's some sort of benefit behind it for them to have the monthly subscription. I mean, every single month they'll be seeing you. You get what I'm saying? Like if it makes sense to them. So if you can put an offer in place where it makes sense to them, then they'll come back time and time again. Now there's other things where, obviously for business owners, if there's 1 million people actively using Shopify's platform every single month, and they increase their software fees by $10. Now, obviously, you're going to have some people that are going to stop using it, but those people that are going to stop using it have never actually benefited from their platform in the first place. The people that have benefited from it have no choice but to pay that fee. And so people that have to pay it will pay it. And it's likely going to outweigh the people that are going to stop using it because of you increasing your fee. Now, this is, once again, the direction that I'm heading in when it comes to my businesses and where I'm investing my time and energy, is just to create consistency every month. Like, I built a lot of businesses based off pure front end profit, and because of that, it's like I had a bunch of cash and nothing to show for it, because I put all this work into generating money, and then I have a bad month, another bad month, another bad month. Turns out 2024 was just overall a bad financial year for me. Would it have been, sunlight, would it have been such a bad financial year had all of those months, the money that I invested the years prior that I had been into business, invested into growing something with monthly recurring revenue, or something that would pay me out residuals every single month? Had I have done that, I would have been in a much different place. I would have maybe still had a bad financial year when it came to acquisition, but I would have probably had a good financial year in terms of consistency across the board. That's the direction that we got heading. I can't reiterate this much more. It's getting difficult nowadays with all these increasing fees and all the other competition in the market that we have to fight to lower our prices against. And there's too many people out there that just, I don't know, just think that we could just raise our prices on the front end. No, go digital, bro. That's one thing. You have to either lower your cost of goods, or you have to figure out how to increase your LTV. Those are the two variables that you have to play with. The two variables that you guys have to play with is LTV or your cost of goods. More times, cost of goods is not something that you can play with, because the cost that you have is the cost that you have. So in order to play with those costs of goods and that number, you're gonna have to sell something digital that has no cost. The only thing you guys could do. So that's me giving you guys a piece of advice for the new dropshippers out there, the new people getting into e-com, the new people getting into business. That is a piece of advice from somebody that's been in the industry. has evolved with the industry, has made money in the industry, has lost money in the industry. This is what you guys got to do. So this will bring us to the end of the video. Hope y'all take everything that I say in this video into consideration, use it to your advantage. Maybe don't follow it to the T, make your own twist to it, figure out what's going to work for you, figure out what might not work for you. And I'm getting killed by this wind out here. With that being said, guys, link to the Telegram chat, as always, is in the description down below. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.